If you have savings and you put it in the best bank and the best safe with a guard and a gun and everything, there's an invisible hand. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Frank Iñiguez. I am the ambassador of reading. And today's topic, I talked about it on my first video, second video, and third video on how to pay off your house in 10 years or less. I said no savings, no savings. So when I started thinking about the topic, I thought, am I going to use a mortgage as a sample or a credit card as an example? So I thought there are many more people that have a credit card than there are people that have a home mortgage. So I'm going to use my example for no savings on a credit card. And here it is, okay? So we did a little bit of research, and the average interest rate that you're going to get charged for on a credit card is going to be 23%. However, if you have good credit, you might be able to get away with a 18.9%. Credit card debt, credit card interest is pretty high. And let me explain to you why no savings. Hopefully you catch on and you do your own research. Go at it. Don't just listen to me. Go do your own research. Find out if it's worth it or not worth it, and then take an action. I know that when I discovered this of no savings, you can have savings if you don't have any debt, but if you have debt and they're charging you 18.9% on the interest and they're paying you 0.01 on your savings, that's crazy. I wouldn't do it, and you shouldn't do it either. So here it goes. So the average credit card debt out there, it came out as $6,200. So the average credit card debt out there is $6,200. That's what people owe on their credit card. The interest rate, we're going to go with you being somebody with good credit at an 18.9. But remember, the average is 23% or a little bit higher. Monthly payments, when we were doing the numbers, we went with a 3%, and you would pay 3% of $6,200. It would be $186 per month. However, credit cards don't want you to pay that fast. So they're probably going to charge you less than 2%, which increases the years that you owe. We did it at a 1%, and it goes over 30 years. Can you imagine that? Let me continue here. So at a 3%, you would pay $186 per month. Total months you will pay are 223 months. So let's say that one day you say, okay, I'm not going to buy anything else. I'm just going to pay it off. I'm going to pay off the $6,200. I'm going to make my minimum payment until I'm done. And you're thinking it's going to be over very soon. And this is what happens. If your total months that you will pay is going to be 223, which adds up to 18 years and 7 months. Imagine that. So you're paying per month, every month, 186, or whatever you make, 186 goes towards the credit card payment. At the end of the term, when you finish paying off your 223 payments, you end up paying double. You end up paying $12,714.65. Why would you want to have any savings? There are people out there, and I use this in the Spanish video, that have maybe $5,000 saved in the bank, getting 0.01 to their benefit. While here they're losing 18.9. And before, when I used to explain this to live audience or to friends, I would say, look, if you have savings and you put it in the best bank and the best safe with a guard and a gun and everything, there's an invisible hand that travels the world, and every month when you're going to make your payment, it goes into the bank, passes the guard, passes everything, goes into the safe, grabs $186, and if it could talk to you, it would slap you on the face with your 186 and call you, I don't know, what do you think it would call you? And then what do you think it will call your wife and your kids? Hey, you get some of it too. And they would leave. It's an invisible hand that goes in and takes your money. It's an imaginary number, because you say, well, my 5,000 are there. They're not disappearing. Yeah, but you're paying out of your work. If you were to pull your 186 to pay your monthly payment, eventually you run out of money and you still owe some. So if you have savings, you're stealing from yourself. Now, I decided to go with a credit card. In a mortgage, and the initial payments, if your payment, and I'm just talking interest and principal, if you were to make the payment of $1,500, it's about $1,000 of interest, $500 towards your principal. Can you believe that? So for every $500 you have saved in the bank, you're losing $1,000. I wouldn't do it. I would just, there you go, give it all up. So they've asked me, Frank, do you have a credit card? I have a credit card. And I use it when I travel. I put the hotel, the plane, everything that I'm going to use. I don't carry a lot of cash, but I'll use a credit card. When I come back home, I look at my statement, find out what it is, pay it all in full for most of the time. I'll pay it in full. Why wouldn't I? My credit card right now, we're helping up our daughter and our son finish school. So they charge it. I look at it and I pay it per month. Why would I steal from myself, and why would you steal from yourself? There's another video that I have. It's called Paga tus cuentas y vive feliz. In Spanish. In English is pay off your debt and be happy. And I'm like this, like swatting mosquitoes. I recommend it. Go check it out. And when one of my friends, he's a banker, and then his wife's a banker too. When he saw my video, he goes, "Hey Frank, can you explain that to me?" And I said, "Sure, come on over." He sat at my table. This guy had 17 credit cards. You know what happens with that? Eventually, she gets frustrated. He gets frustrated. They don't have patience for the kids. And guess what? Divorce time. Because it's too much. And the more you have, the more you worry, the more frustrated you get. And if you have any savings, just grab it and go watch my video. I'm not going to explain it here. But I'm just going to review this one more time. And we're going to call it a wrap. And I hope you can vividly see the invisible hand every month reaching into your savings, grabbing them, and what do they call you? So no savings. A credit card, average credit card is $6,200. A good interest rate for people with good credit would be 18.9. Monthly payment out of that, it would be $186 if we were to do the 3%. But remember, usually they don't charge you 3%. It's going to be anywhere between 1 and 2%. And they keep you for 30 plus years. Do your research. Total months you will pay out of this scenario would be $223, 18 years and 7 months, no savings. Really, I mean, think about it. Do your research, make up your mind, and do what I did. When I researched it back then, when I did my research, and I'm talking about many years, when I read that it would take me 25 years to pay whatever amount I had there, I don't remember now, I said, oh, no, this is not going to go. I went, pulled out my money, there's your money. So I do have a credit card, I do use it, but I pay it off. And as far as my mortgage, you already know, I mean, any money that I would have, I turn it in. Because the more I turn in, the less I lose. The more you turn in, the less you're going to lose. So, hey, there you have it, no savings. Very well, till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Iñiguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Thank you for watching our channel, and congratulations for making it here, where we give information that benefits the individual that's watching and their loved ones. I invite you to subscribe and be part of our channel, set the notifications, and watch the new videos. Thank you and welcome.